Lego bricks, Lego figures, Lego movies, and even Lego video games. Let's click the pieces into place on a simple, basic plastic toy block that became a worldwide sensation. The first Lego brick. In 1932, Danish carpenter Ole Kirk Christiansen began crafting toys using the scrap wood from other projects. He made wooden yo-yos or pull-along toys, which he sold for cheap to townspeople struggling through the Great Depression. As the business began to focus more on toys, Christiansen decided on the name Lego for the company, which derives from the Danish words "leg godt," which means play well. Fast forward to the 1940s, and the company started to experiment with plastic toys after the purchase of their first injection molding machine. It's around this time that a British manufacturer introduced Ole to a plastic cube they had been making. After some tinkering and redesign, and with his new mechanical fleet, Christiansen created what he called automatic binding bricks in 1949, basically the first Lego set. Things really kicked into gear by the early 50s, and the plastic building bricks now accounted for half of the company's sales. Lego did face questions about whether plastic was the most durable material for a children's toy, but if you've ever stepped on a piece of Lego, you know. Those things are indestructible. Lego continued to do well into the 60s and had another spike of popularity with the introduction of the little yellow minifigures in the late 70s. Today, the Lego bricks are the star of the show and continue to be adored by generation after generation of builders, even with the allure of video games and access to unlimited internet. The Lego company remains family-owned, with Christiansen's grandson now calling the shots. The system of play. While Ole Kirk Christiansen was still working as a carpenter, his sons shadowed him closely. Eventually, Christiansen's son Gottfried took over and reinvigorated the company in the 1950s. He perfected the design of the interlocking bricks that fit snugly together yet still came apart with ease. Gottfried's blueprint is still used, which means Lego bricks made in the 1950s are compatible with the Lego pieces produced today. Gottfried also had the idea to create a system of play. All Lego pieces can fit together like a puzzle with no incorrect figuration. The only boundaries placed on the bricks are the colors and shapes the company produces. It's sort of genius. Just 6 of the 8 stud bricks can be combined in over 915 million ways. Today, Lego product design is still based primarily in Denmark. In the early days, the molding machine Christiansen bought was considered a luxury, but now all Lego production across the world is completely automated. While many Lego plants remain in Denmark, other factories can be found around the world producing Lego 24/7. Each factory has a department dedicated to maintaining the equipment with the same strict emphasis on quality control that Christiansen instilled early on. And to prove the point, only 18 out of every 1 million pieces of Lego produced do not meet company standards. While there are many people involved, during Lego's production, the toy is never touched by human hands. Not until the customer opens up the packaging and gets to work building their latest creation. Collectibles and Fandom. While random Lego bricks are great and all, the first complete Lego set was Town Plan, developed by Gottfried in 1955. Other early sets from that time include an Esso station, a bakery, and even a church. Now, these are considered vintage toys, and collectors seek out complete sets from Lego's early days. It was in the 60s that the company expanded into the North American market with the introduction of a train set. Lego is truly for everyone, regardless of age. So, in the 70s, Lego rolled out their Expert Builder line, finally fully aware of the fact that many adults were also obsessed with Lego. Lego truly is a toy for kids and grown-ups alike. Today, there's even an actual acronym, AFOL, L, or adult fans of LEGO. The company had found their niche, which meant that in the 80s and 90s, the LEGO brand took off. Licensing deals with Star Wars and Winnie the Pooh, among others, caused the company to soar once again as they expanded into the world of fandom. You can now purchase LEGO sets based on Harry Potter, Jurassic Park, or even the show Friends. Some LEGO sets even serve as home decor. The LEGO bonsai tree or flower bouquet brighten up a room with greenery that will never fade. LEGO is not a collectible that stays boxed up, protected like a precious comic book. There are some retired, vintage, and rare sets that are coveted in the LEGO community. The airport set from the 90s goes for $2,500. Meanwhile, the Grand Carousel is around $1,600 and comes with a motor that allows the set to rotate. Another rare set, and one of the biggest, is the LEGO Taj Mahal, which goes for around 1,500 big ones on the collectibles market. While kids remain a fundamental building block in LEGO's business model, LEGO is now most popular among adults. Online communities create LEGO reviews, take part in podcasts and live streams that celebrate the versatility of the tiny but mighty brick. LEGO celebrates this community and even established the LEGO Ideas program. Fans can submit their homemade creations in hopes that it will one day become part of the official LEGO line. TV, movies, and video games. Today, LEGO is a piece of cultural iconography due to its status as a beloved global pastime. LEGO has been referenced in hit TV shows like The Simpsons and The Big Bang Theory. Fans of the show Mythbusters will remember when the team made the world's largest ball of LEGO, then rolled it down a hill, only to be left with a pile of disassembled bricks to clean up. There's even a competition reality show out called LEGO Masters, hosted by Will Arnett. Teams of accomplished builders go head-to-head each week to complete a challenge based on a certain theme. And we're talking some crazy heavy-duty builds. It's because of LEGO's popularity that the brand decided to go digital. The LEGO Group started developing video games in the late 90s. They still publish their own games, which are compatible with most game consoles and handheld gaming devices. Aesthetically, the games resemble the toy itself, blocky with stubby minifigures representing the characters. In their games, LEGO continued to do crossovers with beloved series like Star Wars, Harry Potter, and Lord of the Rings. Movies are another way for kids, and kids at heart, to see LEGO come to life. Brick Films, LEGO's production company, has existed since the 1970s, but didn't get serious about making movies until the early 2000s, with their foray into the Bionicle franchise. In 2009, LEGO penned a deal with Warner Brothers to make a movie based on LEGO's intellectual property, featuring beloved characters inspired by popular LEGO sets. And in 2014, the LEGO Movie premiered. The action-adventure starred Chris Pratt, Will Ferrell, and Elizabeth Banks, and was set in a universe made entirely out of LEGO. The movie was meant to feel like a story a kid might conjure up while playing on their bedroom floor. The film was a huge success and led to a much-loved spin-off starring Will Arnett, the LEGO Batman movie. Although these films were computer animated, they have a stop-motion feel inspired by LEGO, proving the limitless creative potential of the toy. With LEGO, everything is awesome, both on and off the screen. LEGO World Records. World records are huge in the LEGO community, and builders strive to create the biggest, tallest, and fastest LEGO monstrosities. The longest bridge made out of LEGO resides in Scotland and is made out of more than 20,000 bricks weighing almost a ton. The maple leaf is represented on the largest flag made out of LEGO. At 6 meters long and 3 meters wide, the piece of Canadian pride is displayed in Toronto. An ongoing challenge for experts is to see who can build the Millennium Falcon LEGO set the fastest. Kind of like a Rubik's Cube challenge, only with Lego. With over 7,000 pieces, a team of 4 German builders constructed it in just under 2 hours. At that speed, they added a piece to the build almost every second. One of the most popular Lego records is the tallest Lego tower. Currently held by a group of residents in India, their tower was over 114 feet tall and includes 550,000 bricks. These records are constantly up for grabs and are often surpassed every few years by Lego specialists. If you've proven your artistic prowess in everything Lego, you can apply to become a Lego certified professional. This is a program for Lego experts who, in partnership with the Lego brand, have turned their hobby into a career. They are commissioned to do special Lego projects and run Lego-sponsored events within their community. There's a lot of worse things than getting paid to play with Lego, that's for sure. LEGOLAND and Lego merch. In the early 60s, curious kids and adults alike from all over the world would travel to the Lego factory near Billund, Denmark to see just how the product was made. Tours were given and a wide variety of completed Lego products were on display. By the mid-60s, 20,000 visitors were coming to the factory each year. Because of this demand, they moved the Lego displays outside, and they also added a working train for kids, a puppet theater, and even a tyke-sized driving school. LEGOLAND was born, and the design of the park encouraged family bonding and education. In their first season alone, the park attracted 650,000 visitors. Today, there are 10 LEGOLAND parks found all over the world. There are roller coasters for the thrill seekers, and many of the attractions are even designed to look like they're built out of Lego. Now, you can't leave LEGOLAND without a souvenir. So if you want to profess your love for the brand, there is no shortage of ways to do so, whether at the park boutique, a Lego store, or online. The yellow minifigure serves as a mascot for the brand on t-shirts, mugs, and keychains. There's also an almost limitless amount of Lego merch available today. Lego art, Lego lunchboxes, even a miniature Lego Stratocaster guitar. Lego of the future. With a product so simple that it has remained basically the same for decades, will we see Lego go high-tech? Will we be building Lego castles in the metaverse wearing VR glasses in the not-too-distant future? Maybe self-building Lego? Just open the box, sit back, and watch the bricks do their thing. On a more immediate note, while the demand for Lego is high, the materials Lego uses are far from sustainable. Lego has always worked hard to reduce plastic waste in their factories, and the plastic byproducts in the molding process are always reused. But at the end of the day, they produce a plastic product that will never break down in a landfill. The company has pledged to phase out all single-use plastic in their packaging by 2025. They've even experimented with biodegradable bricks made from sugarcane, which is huge for a company known for their high-quality plastics. In the meantime, the second-hand market presents an opportunity to buy some of the standard bricks at discounted prices. Lego is so durable and is meant to last a long time, so second-hand Lego is pretty much good as new. Odds and ends. Did you know that Lego is the biggest maker of rubber tires? They produce more than Goodyear or any other tire manufacturer, although on a much smaller scale. And while the Lego minifigures first made their debut in 1978, the first ones based on real people were NBA stars such as Kobe Bryant in 2003. When it comes to Lego production today, over 40 billion Lego pieces are produced each year. So how much Lego has been made over the years? Well, if you stacked all the bricks currently on Earth, it would reach the moon 10 times. Now that's one super tall Lego tower. Got a topic suggestion? Let us know! And tap or click for another great video, hit that subscribe button, and ring that bell. Thanks for your support!